What's going on? We back, Boxing Clinic and more. Once again today, we grinding, man. We grinding. Might go live for the HBO card and also a little bit of the PBC card later. Let me know if you guys will be into that as well. If you didn't know, on HBO, Kovalev is taking on Elder Alvarez, the guy that took so much step aside money from Stevenson. It's not funny. Also, Dimitri Bivol taking on Isaac Chulamba. Hopefully, I'm saying his name right. Roy Jones, trained fighter. Also gave Kovalev a good run for his money on HBO. PBC is Devin Alexander, Andre Berto, Luis Colazo's on the card. Peter Quillen taking on Jillian Love. I think that's the fight of the card. Also the return of Marcus Brown, who should have been fighting Kovalev tonight, but circumstances prevented that in his personal life. All right, but just watched the interview with Eddie Hearn saying he's so baffled on why Deontay Wilder won't take the $5 million for fight Derek Chisora or the $7 million to fight Dillian White. He said, oh, maybe Shelly Finkel is probably lying to him or somebody's lying to Wilder. Why don't Wilder want to come take this money? I mean, Wilder won't fight Fury. You know, that fight ain't going to happen. Well, if it does, he's good for boxing, make our fight bigger. Is that, you know, I offered him for White, Dillian White, Derek Chisora. I offered him for Anthony Joshua as well. And I don't know why this guy won't take my money. And I also linked that IFL interview in the description. Shout out to Coop and Cash this one time for the one time, all right? And he can't understand why Deontay Wilder don't want to take his money, all right? And I'm going to get into that in a minute. He also goes on to say, all right, excuse me. He also goes on to say that, you know, about the contract. He said it was nothing different about the contract. He said maybe it had a date and a venue this time. And he said everything was basically the same except for the date and the venue. And something else he said about the contract, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, I sent them the contract, and they said, because Team Wilder said that the rematch clause was different in this contract. You know what I'm saying? It was only for Joshua or whatever. He said, well, I got it in writing when they said it was cool with that type of rematch clause, but Shelly Finkel said if it was a draw, it was not going to be no rematch. And he said, you know, Shelly Finkel's lying, and at the end of the day, probably lying to Wilder about the offers that he's offering to fight Chisora and White and Joshua. But at the end of the day, he failed to address the fact that Anthony Joshua's signature was not on the contract. He didn't address that. Just his signature was on the contract. So by him leaving that little disclaimer or putting it kind of leaving that little part out, that just tells me that he's lying right there. And that's why you just got to be able to be smart. You got to be able to document these things, that these lies that he's telling. And he failed to mention, unless I missed it in an interview, about John Hancock not being on the contract. When Barry said they was going to send the contract, Joshua was going to have it signed, it was just going to be a little bit different. And it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely different. And at the end of the day, this is what he said. Eddie went on and said, there was little differences as far as if the Povetkin fight got pushed back because of an injury. The April 13th date could be moved. Or, you know, if Joshua, he said also if Joshua lost to Povetkin, that if Wilder signed a fight Joshua before the Povetkin fight and Joshua lost, that Wilder wasn't obligated to fight Joshua and stuff of that nature. And that's stuff that Shelly Finkel didn't say. I love to hear Shelly Finkel's rebuttal to that. But Eddie Hearn did leave out a critical part where Joshua's signature was supposed to be on the contract they sent, and it wasn't. And remember, Joshua was supposed to come over here with that contract and show that he signed to fight Wilder in Blue Blood Sports, and Ness from the Boxing Voice blitzed him. He didn't get an opportunity to do that, you know, because we weren't going for that sucker shit, man. We weren't going for that play. And my point about this, what people can't fathom, is this. Why would Deontay Wilder, okay, fight Dillian White or Derek Chisora, especially Derek Chisora, and take your money and fight on the zone and help you out because you supposed to have this big super boxing match on the zone in November and fight Dillian White for $7 million or fight Derek Chisora for $5 million? Why would he want to come get money with you after you sit there and try to butt break him in front of the world? Why you try to strip him of his integrity, strip him of his dignity? You said he was lying. You said he didn't have $50 million. Oh, this kid from Alabama, where he get this type of money from? Well, everything you said is basically calling him, other than calling him the N-word. That's everything you done did. You done disrespected Deontay Wilder so much, and most people won't understand that. Maybe in the UK they don't have that type of culture or have that type of fortitude or that type of hardness where, you know what, I'm gonna get it on my own. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna get it the way I've been getting. Just because you offer me some more millions or all this money, why would I take money from you and happen to be in the devil ultimately and get burned fuck with you in the bed? No, I won't. I won't. You know what I'm saying? Only way if I'm Deontay Wilder, I take that money if he publicly apologized. He said, well, Wilder's only making 2.5 in this per fight. You don't know what them PBC fighters is making. Obviously, you underestimated what they actually making. Just because it's a hard guarantee and that's what they report, they're bringing their own money off the back end, off the live gate, off the concessions. You don't know how much money Deontay Wilder's really making. Is Deontay Wilder standing in the DS, standing in the welfare line? No. Is Deontay Wilder out here struggling, asking people for money? No. So you don't know how much he making. That's why you wasn't able to sign a big star. That's why the Charlo said no. That's why Broner said no. That's why Wilder said no. Your money's no good here, man. It's no good. And you overpaying for them chumps you got over there already, bro. It doesn't really matter. You don't know what Deontay Wilder touched. Because obviously Mikey already said it. Robert said, yeah, Eddie had a good offer, but we making more money with Al Heyman. Facts. So you think just Deontay Wilder's a bigger star than Mikey Garcia? So you really think he only made 2.5 versus Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, 3 million versus Luis Ortiz, like you said in your interview? No, he making more than that because he getting money on the back end. Just like Crawford was set to make 1.5 with Top Rank and really brought home over $3 million just about that. Eddie Hearn don't know nothing about the market, bro, and that's why the UFC is about to crush him October 6th, and he can't move off the date because he's not able to get another venue in the East Coast. Or in boxing across America for real, because they didn't blackball him, they didn't shut him down. You know what I'm saying? You come over here disrespecting the champion, the real world champion Deontay Wilder. You come over here disrespecting Al Heyman, the guy that's blessing everybody and helping everybody make plays, promoters, fighters, managers, whoever. It don't work that way. Just because you come here, I got 5 or 7 million. He said, well, Deontay Wilder said, give me $7 million, I'll fight Dillian White. He said, yeah, I came up with the $7 million. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you didn't completely stripped him of his dignity and lied and did all that. You think they're going to do business with you? You think Shelly Fink or Al going to let him go do business with you, come on your platform to help you sell the zone that nobody going to make? It's going to be burnt out in under a year, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So they don't understand that. UK fans that's going around here saying, well, it's a hype. No, it's not. Him and Fury about to fight. They about to get paid. And when they fight, Eddie Hearn going to be looking different. He said, well, I keep hearing Luis Ortiz said he got next, and Dominic Brazil said he got it. Don't worry about what we got over here, man. You worry about Joshua fighting Alexander Povetkin. You worry about that. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, y'all worry about y'all fight, and the champ good. The champ is good. And they mad because, you know, Wilder and Fury about to fight. He kept saying, I don't see it happen for my conversations with Tyson Fury. I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening. You know, but at the end of the day, you don't have to see it happening. Because if it happened, he said, it's good business for us still. You know, we get the winner. No, y'all motherfuckers going to be the B-side, bro. Period. But y'all know what the business is, man. I'm going to link the IFL interview. Shout out to Cook and Cassius for the interview as well. Yeah, I'm going to link it into the description. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The podcast link, you know, hopefully you guys check that out. We keep growing on there. You'll like it. It's raw and uncut, triple rated R, not for the kids' ears. 11 episodes ranging from different topics, more than boxing, more than sports. Also, a new college sports page. Link is there as well. S1210, College Sports Most Wanted. Check us out on all those platforms and links in the description. Also, I want you guys to go check out my brother Black Horseman Promotions. I'm going to link his channel in the description. He had an interview with Joshua Greer. Go check it out. Check what he got going on. NBA, you know, Real Talk. That's my brother right there, Black Horseman Promotions. So I want y'all to go subscribe to him. I'll link his channel to the description as well. And always with the Boxing Clinic of More, check the description out, man. The whole LDBC, we working, we networking, we getting everybody over 1,000. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. We gone.